at what point is love for my cousin not enough to be like, dude, just uninstall that game, or better yet, just fucking just throw my console away. You know what I mean? It's just throw the shit away. Just deactivate all my settings and just stop this shit. Just stop it, cause I'm not having fun. I don't even remember the last time I've enjoyed myself. I think it was the last time I played Remnant, or at least one of the times I played Remnant with my cousin and my uncle. I think I had made a video about it, but yeah, I think that was the last time I was kind of starting. I was enjoying myself just to like a little bit, you know, and it hasn't been that lately for me, and it's been very hard because of, I mentioned it earlier, but because of me not really liking games right now, and like the lack of fun being had, it's been harder for me. I mean, I felt burnt out. Like I felt burnt out. Number one, for a lot of different reasons, and number two, it's just been a thing of like, it's hard to sit here and bring up a gameplay, because see, I like to at least try even a little bit to post gameplays that I think when I go back and watch them later, I can enjoy watching them, that I would sit there and enjoy the full length of that video, no matter how long it is. It could be an hour long, 59 minutes. It could be because I know me well enough that I'm not gonna just upload a video and it's not gonna be edited. I don't care how long the video is, it will be edited in some way, shape, or form. Okay, so say like I decided to upload this rant, and this video was long as fuck, and I kept it, I don't know, it's probably like somewhere around like 30 or so minutes. I want to be able to look back on this rant and be like, I could sit through that rant, or at least, because I know that at the end of the day, my shit is never going to be at the place I want it to be at. It's never going to be good to me. It's never going to be great to me. You know what I mean? It's never going to be excellent. It's never going to be that spicy fucking meatball that you get up, that you wait for your mom to make every night and shit. It's never going to be that very spectacular dish. It's not going to be your favorite dish, or you're not going to choose this dish, that video, over, or my channel for that matter, over something else, somebody else's channel, and all that stuff, and all that. I am 100% aware of this. One thing I am is aware of my limitations and my non-success, for lack of a better term, with YouTube, and my lack of uploading, because it's not been fun for me. I've not enjoyed making content because of the content that I have available to me. Like, the games themselves literally are part of what makes my channel. I'm not creating anything. Alright, I'm just making a video, and like the only part of it I'm creating is I'm adding me into it, whether that be my dialogue, my cousin's dialogue, my uncle's dialogue, whoever it is I'm playing with, and they have their voice shared. That is literally what happens. Okay, outside of that, everything else is all basically the developers of these games, with their piece of media, because I'm playing their media.
Listen, this is...
and I'm just making what I can out of it. But see, it's gotten to a point where the media that I'm playing is no longer enjoyable, which in turn makes my ability to give even a small amount of entertaining type commentary, not that I was to begin with, but entertaining, or whatever type of thing that I've ever given to any of my videos. Okay, I'm not even going to even sit here and say anything in terms of like, I don't give charisma. All right, I'm not very charming. I'm not very entertaining. Hell, I wouldn't even say a lot of the things that comes in my mouth is just rambles. All right, I'm just rambling. That's all it really is. But when I take all these things into account, how can I make videos? I can't make videos. I can't. I just can't. Outside of maybe these things where I just ramble, I go on a game that's not even relevant to the game I'm talking about, and then I just talk. This is all I can do. That in live stream to no viewers, because live streaming is just a quicker way for me to get something up and be like, hey, maybe I'll get lucky and I'll do something. Sorry, fly. It'll be on stream, and I'll be able to like look back on that at some fucking point. Even though with live streams you have to unfortunately go through the entire video to get to what you need, unless you clip it. So there's that. But it also doesn't help the fact that I don't really got an audience. So it is what it is. It's just lack of motivation at the end of the day. Like, I have content, believe it or not, content I've never edited for a while now. I think I uploaded it back in around like this. I mean, I clipped stuff and I have videos to edit since like December of like last year. I just never got around to uploading them or editing and uploading them because it's just, I can't even sit there and look at my old videos, those videos there that I've clipped, and be like, let me edit these string of videos together and get them posted, because I'm just not happy with the content. I'm just not happy with it. Like, when I look back and I'm like, this really the best I could do? This is it? You know what I mean? Like, this, I'm not a very like uppity person in terms of my energy levels. I'm sorry about that. I'm not. I've never been, and I never will be. So I try to play to my strengths and just try to, you know, this is another reason why the gameplay aspect of this is so important to me. Gameplay matters a lot to me, because I'm not one of these YouTubers where I can be highly energetic, highly, you know what I mean, like, you know, basically in order to make up for my lack of ability to being good at a game, I am charismatic, I am energetic, or I'm like, you know what I mean, like I'm something that would get you, that would still grab your attention. Because just like with an essay or a short answer thing, all of these things need an attention grabber. You need something that grabs the, especially if it's one of the things that's going to be read by someone else, you typically need an attention grabber, something that's going to make a reader proceed on with your topic, your whatever it is that you're saying, your article, whatever the fuck. Same thing applies to videos. You need something that's gonna, when you make a video in place, you need to have the basis for what your shit is about. You know what I mean? Like, even if because it can be about games, but at the same time there could be a particular thing about games that you do. In other words, it could be the focus on bugs and glitches. It could be the focus on tips and tricks. It could be just simply playing the games and just experiencing them, and then you give your take on them. It could be something along the lines of playing online and competitive play. You know what I mean? All these things are excuse me, hold on. Fucking die, bitch. God damn. Adorable fuck. Oh my fucking goodness. He just won't die. He's fucking like never give up ass over here. Hold on, man.
Let's not pussyfoot around. I know who you are. I know what you're into. We've put up a property on Maze Bank foreclosures, and you're just the kind of tenant we want taking it. You'll be starting an underground operation in more ways than one. Log on, click buy, and we're in business.
Eat one thing. Eat one thing on this desk. Flooded with ants. Didn't even make a mess. Not a single grain of food hit this damn desk, and there's just ants all over the place. It's crazy. But I digress. The fuck was I going on about? I don't even remember what the fuck I was talking about. And that's another thing too, why I don't do these rants all that often, is because I tend to lose my train of thought a lot very easily. The moment something distracts me, like the game itself can distract me by, if I let the limousine driver just drive, he won't just drive cleanly, and what he would do will distract me. Sometimes I get trailed off on separate thoughts, and I can't fucking keep my frame of mind together. Oh yeah, I was talking about gaming and competitive play. Right, and all things you can do with a game. That is right. But like you see how I just jump from like topic to topic to topic to topic to topic. I mean, it's just that's what I mean. But essentially, yeah, you need an attention grabber, and none of my videos have that outside of the games themselves. You know what I mean? Like when you think about a game and you relate it to an essay of sorts or an article, you can look at it in the sense of like, okay, the game itself is my attention grabber. So basically, whatever game it is that I'm playing, it's going to pertain to a particular audience because those people either want to see that game or well, see, you have two sets of audiences here when it comes to things like this, especially when you start to actually get an audience. And the uh, there's the audience that comes for the game, and there's the audience that comes for you, right? And these two things tend to mesh together typically decently. And when you actually have developed an audience that is reoccurring, they tend to blend together. So you'll sometimes see numbers de-escalate and escalate come particular game cycles. So say like I'm playing GTA, but like let's say I'm playing GTA back into 2013, all right, when the game came out. Um, there would be an audience. There would be a few people who would probably, if I was live streaming or if I was uploading a video, they would hop in my live stream or they would watch my video. So then at that point, the game brought someone to me. Now at that point, it's about me. Am I good enough in terms of what it is that I'm doing? As far as like, like I have a solid understanding as to what it is that I'm doing, and am I good at it or am I bad at it? That's just what it is. And my charisma level. Charisma levels is like a lot of it. Yeah, I mean, because you could get some of the most. Some people are probably not as charismatic in real life as they can be while just simply talking to a camera in their fucking room. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things where you're either good at it or you're not, and you can learn how to be good at it over time of just constantly doing it through trial and error, or you could probably, I guess, take classes at it to where you can kind of develop a niche, or you can develop some uniqueness about you that you probably didn't understand about yourself. Like it's something along those lines. But at the end of the day, it's all about having an attention grabber, having an identity when it comes to your videos. And that's something I lack. I lack those things severely, and I know that. But I digress. It used to be a thing where I used to just mainly play single player games, and I was fine with that. But the thing is, like, out of like the last year or so, a lot of games that came out have not been interesting to me. I mean, those games were like single player and shit. Like, I used to play Call of Duty games, and I used to play the single player. I used to like. Sometimes I used to get the Call of Duties when they first came out, and then the first thing I'm hitting, everyone else is hitting multiplayer, but I'm hitting story. I'm hitting the story mode because I wanna play the story mode. All right, I was invested in the story. I've been invested in the story since like Call of Duty Black Ops 1. Actually, no, Call of Duty World at War. I think. So I think that was the first Call of Duty that I played was World at War. Like so, and I enjoyed those a lot. Enjoyed those quite a bit. Playing those story modes, and then I would hit up online, so that way then I'm trashing. I mean, then I'm trash or whatever, but I'm just playing just to play it. But I wouldn't play it all the fucking time. Play it sometimes, because at the end of the day, I was still a 2K guy. All right, I'm playing 2K more than anything else. I'm at a state of just like pathlessness. I can't be entertained at this point. You know what I mean? And I can't find some means of just making a solid video. You know what I mean? Like, cause I don't remember how long ago it was, but I think it was a couple months ago. And I was talking to Spread about like the monotony of like making videos, and like, like being a thing of like where you're sitting there with a crap ton of content in front of you, and you're like, damn, these things are like 20, 30, 40 minutes long, like the clips themselves, but like if you were to edit them down, there's only like probably like a couple of minutes of footage. Like I'm talking like maybe even under 10 minutes worth of footage, depending upon the clip, that is of anything of significance, that you would actually be like, yeah, I want to upload that. And that monotony is kind of relayed here with my lack of attention span with gaming. It's just hard to stay focused. It's hard to stay focused. All that content, and it's just like. But granted, I'm a bit of a hard person to please as I've gotten older. Uh, so even I struggle with pleasing myself. Pause on that. But I mean in the sense of creating content to where it's like I get something and I'm like I I made a video and I look at it, I'm like this sucks. Like this genuinely sucks. Like I catch myself saying this like, but like can I improve this by with edits? But then I think about it, but I'm like, well, the only editor I have isn't that good. It's like, at least in terms of what I can do with it, it's not all that expensive. So I'm like, I can't do too much with it. But at the same time, the one thing I don't want is for my edits to completely take over from the original state of my content. Because then at that point, you're literally going for the edits. You're not going for the content itself. And there needs to be a balance on those two things. At least I believe. You know, obviously, I think there are some YouTubers that can get away with that, and they do fairly well with themselves there. So, excuse me. It's a hit or miss thing, and it's dependent on the person doing it. Because some people's ability on their base, because you have your base content and then you have what you do after. So you have base content, you have post content, and your base content kind of will extend how much editing you need to do, or it will shorten how much editing you need to do. And a lot of time frames, if your base content is not good, then you can probably you could try to kind of resurrect it a bit or save it with your editing. So at least this is my speculation. This is all opinions, all but this is what I think makes sense to me. And when I think about my content, a lot of it I try to because there's a lot of videos that I've just scrapped because I'm like I'm not uploading that because it's just not good content, and it literally can be me. I've scrapped videos where I've done nothing but win. I've scrapped videos where I've had the most success, but it's just like I don't like that type. I don't like the way the video came out. I'm not a fan of it, so I said fuck it. I'm deleting this. I'm scrapping it. I just don't like the way it came out. Like it's not entertaining to me. It's not I'm not gonna sit here and watch this. Not every time I take a W, it's something of note, because W's come in a multitude of forms. The same way as taking L's. All these things come in multiple forms, because you could take a W, but you got carried. Some of my World War Z things, I can't tell you how many time frames before the final product that actually went up on YouTube. So many of those videos where I had to I just scrapped it. I scrapped it, and sometimes I even scrapped things where they were more entertaining to see, but because I didn't win at the end, I was like, well, what am I doing here? Because the one thing I don't want is for a whole fucking playlist of just me taking L's, when the point of this is me to progress to get to this damn sniper rifle that I wanted to say that I never got the fucking use, but whatever. But I wanted that to be I can't do it. I can't. It has to hit a certain bar for me to be like, let me put that up there. Or there's time frames where it's just I'm uploading stuff just for the sake of uploading it. Because there's some videos of mine that I've never looked at again. I've uploaded them and I'm like, God damn, I should just delete that shit. But I don't. And I don't know why. Maybe some of it is laziness. Some of it is probably something else. But I don't know. My edits can't be any better than they are until I use an OBS or some kind of like computer program to use edits and stuff, but I'm too lazy to do it because I just don't got the motivation. Even though I'm kind of confusing those two things for lack of motivation and laziness, I think I'm just more lazy, me personally. Uh, no, it's a combination of both of me and being burnt out. Because there was a time frame during the coronavirus, I was I was making videos like every day, like for like a week or two straight. Like it was like I think I at least went like 3 weeks where I made a video almost every single day, if not every day. Um, and they were edited and everything else. And it felt good. Like it felt like I was on top of things. It felt like I was like scheduling shit, but it's like, what's the point? When I look back on it, like, what was the point of that? Because some of that content I don't go back and watch, and that content didn't get me any more subscribers. It didn't give me no more views. It didn't give me nothing. I got nothing out of that. Granted, I don't upload for that reason. I upload because of I upload because I just really want to I'm trying to make memories and shit. You know what I mean? Things that I could look back on videos and be like, oh yeah, that was a cool ass moment and stuff. It's funny to me because I had someone at work tell me once that they were gonna start making videos, and they were like, because they be playing with their friends and shit, and like some of the things that they be doing, they want to record or something. They can go back and look at them again. I was like, man, I remember I had that same optimistic attitude back when I first started my channel, and now I'm just on the opposite end of that spectrum. Now I'm on like, I'm over it to a degree. I'm just making videos every once in a while, and like there's no purpose to it. There's no plan ahead. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm not saying they'll fail. I'm not saying that at all. If anything, I almost can guarantee that they'll have at least more success than I did. So, but yeah, it's wild to me to truly think that I thought the same way. I truly thought the same way, and I still kind of do when it comes to my channel. I mean, like I said, I upload for the sake of memories. I upload for the sake of being like, oh, those are those good moments there, and like, I got that double kill, or that that triple kill, or I managed to clutch it for my team, or like some kind of good gameplay thing, or that funny set of things that people were saying, or the arguments, or this and that. Yeah, they can be, and there has been a lot more there have been some moments of that, where people have been where I've had debates with people and I've had arguments with people and stuff. But the problem is, what happens is, because people don't have their voices shared, and these things kind of happen on the fly, and sometimes even with random people who I don't even know, these things happen with these people and they don't have their voices shared. So what this means is, their voices don't appear in the clip. So basically it just sounds like I'm talking to myself, kind of like now. And it's like, well, at that point, like, I'm not like, you're not gonna get the same effect because you can't get the influctuations of how someone is saying a particular words, or how people are, like, what they're saying, and then like trying to get it in the heat of the moment type of thing. Get into, like, there could be things being said that makes other people in the background instigate the debate, or what I mean, like, there's always something. Sorry. God damn. No, like, that's like the last time I ever eat on this damn desk. Like, that was one time. One time. I spilled no sauce. Nothing. One time. Ants everywhere. God damn. One fucking time. Throwing me off too. And your ass ain't dead. But what the fuck was I saying? I don't even remember.